LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. The 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rides to back and leaves it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Reads it, fires complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first down from the 43. To the air on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's loose. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sharp. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
He tries to take the top off, and it's caught inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Firing to the right, complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able...
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job to watch it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here we go. Going right to work up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in. Make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive.
Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. The 25-yard line. The give on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Castellanos. He hurls one deep down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This place is roaring. it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
No 1st down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this QB already in the 1st quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quick release by the QB. The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock him free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, I love the job by the coaching